I'm Ann Gritzner, and I am the director of the Clayton County BEST program at Central Community High School in Elkader, Iowa. We started a work-based experience for students, and basically they sign up for the class and they partner up with local businesses to hopefully solve some problems, achieve some goals, make things happen in Elkader. And so this is our second year, and we've had a lot of success working with local businesses and partnering students and businesses. We have 14 right now on the board. There are probably a few projects that are going on that maybe haven't made the board yet because they're just in their development stages. For instance, I know there's at least one project up there that they're trying to take our old playground equipment. We're trying to purchase new playground equipment, and they want to take the old playground equipment and turn it into kind of an outdoor workout space.
Oh, cool.
So we've got some kids that are just kind of in the planning stages of that. And then also we have a very steep hill that's very hard to mow here in Elkader, and we're working on getting that into some native prairie grasses so that it doesn't have to be mowed. And so those aren't on the board yet. So it's always changing. For instance, one of our projects right now is about Get Out the Vote. And that is a thing that they're working with the elementary kids and actually doing a mock election with the Secretary of State of Iowa. They're working on the mock election. And so clearly that project will be coming to an end here fairly soon.
Yeah.
And so then those kids will have to evolve into something else. And one of the places, if kids have a lull in their projects, one of the places that they go to is the Clearinghouse. And so that is bookmarked on our class webpage, that they will go visit the Clearinghouse if they're just curious. And in fact, the coffee shop project that came off of the Clearinghouse, I did not present that to the kids. We were zooming through the Clearinghouse one day and they saw it and they're like, I want to do that.
That's awesome.
Will you email him? And I said, no, but you can. And so she actually typed something up and then found a student willing to partner with her, and that's kind of how that project came into being.
That's awesome. So the students have sort of full control on what projects that they join, or reach out to businesses, or they find something that they are passionate about or at least interested in.
They do, and that's one of the thing I think that surprises kids the most, is that the businesses pitch the projects and they get to choose what they want to do. The business doesn't choose them,
right? They
choose the business. And that's very, very unique because they do get to find the things that they're passionate about and they want to work on, as opposed to, or something maybe that they have a skill for, rather than getting stuck working on something that they don't want to.
Right. So with the Clearinghouse project, the Euphoria Snapchat project, what's your role in that as a teacher? How does that look for you?
Well, in that particular project, my role is almost non-existent. I make sure that, they're following school protocol and stuff when they leave the building, and helping them arrange transportation and that kind of stuff. But otherwise, I really have just been facilitating them and asking, I'm not an expert on Snapchat by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
And so I'm not a lot of help to the actual production of the project, right. But I can just do some of the administrative stuff that can make it happen.
Right. So you're their guide on the side. Like, they're running the show, but like you're kind of leading them and navigating them through that.
Correct. Career fairs, and instead of taking kids to a career fair or a college fair, to actually have them organize their own.
Yeah.
And how much more they would learn from that than just going up to Upper Iowa to tour it. Anybody can use the Clearinghouse. You don't have to be a project-based class to use the Clearinghouse. Particularly with the new projects that are being added all the time, that are the take and bake.
Yeah.
That are actually written by teachers that have a little bit better understanding of what it takes to put something into their classroom.
Right.
And so I really do think that it keeps growing and becoming easier to use and easier to implement in a classroom. The community is getting more and more used to us, and so they kind of know that we do this kind of thing, and so they'll come to us a little bit more often.
That's so cool.
But quite often, if a kid is truly following their passion, they're coming up with some of the projects, and then they have to find the people to partner with.
Right.
And a lot of it just happens organically. It's a conversation. Maybe we had a sub in the room and they asked the sub, and the sub said, have you talked to so-and-so? Or, so-and-so does this. The skill that I look to develop the most is I want the kids to see a problem and truly believe that they can do something to fix that problem. A lot of times people will see problems and they just think, oh, well, I can't do anything about that. And what I'm hoping to instill in the kids is the idea that you can be the one that changes something. You can be the one that solves a problem, that makes it better for somebody else. Rather than just looking at problems and seeing roadblocks, I want them to look at problems and see possibilities.